Hello, friends and strangers. Welcome back to Code Vein 2. And right in front of our new objective, hopefully getting us to the island. But before that, a short little talk about some things I did. I spent a lot of time now to give most of the characters a lot of cup noodles and steaks to max out their shop to get all of the stuff you can buy from that. And that is also what we're doing as a build today. We got from Josie her special weapon, and we got the special weapon from Lou. Both of these come equipped with full abilities that I just didn't mess with. And because they're both mostly mind and somewhat strength scaling, I equipped Lou's blood code. And then some very basic boosters. That's what it is. There's nothing too special. I just want to see like the cool weapons that the characters have and what their special abilities are. That's that. So now, Big Lady Lavinia, are we going to the island, or what else do you have to say?
Welcome back. Your determined efforts have seen 3 of the upheaval's great heroes laid to rest. I have asked you here today because I think it is past time I tell you about the 4th. He was called Zenon Griffgoat.
Griffgoat? Isn't he the one who made it possible for revenants to survive in the sunlight?
Indeed it was. Long ago, the scalding sun condemned revenants to carry out their lives in the shadows. It was Zenon's research that freed our kind from the darkness, abolished our fear of the sun's sway, laying the foundation of our society. But his curiosity, alas, was insatiable. What began as attempts to improve unlife for our kind became dangerous. He dwelled in forbidden research. They were crimes of indeterminable degree, and he was sentenced to insula carcere for 10,000 years. Yet still, he was brilliant beyond all brilliance. When the upheaval struck a century ago, Zenon devoted his mind and might to sealing away the resurgence. Insula Carcere, where Zenon lies dormant, is protected by a forma that has rendered the island impregnable. Thus I shall accompany you, for I have harnessed the power to nullify it. Let us fulfill our calling together. I have arranged for a ferry moored near the sunken city substation to take us to Insula Carcere.
Oh, we actually get her. That is quite... I did not expect that. Sure. Yeah, and we know where that is also. We found that already, right? That's in front of the tunnel? Okay, but we also...
I bestow this power to you. You have shown yourself capable enough to wield it. My powers will now reside within you. May they prove fruitful as you forge the future for us all.
Ooh, Lavinia.
I see you've assimilated a blood code.
Yeah, we have a few of those. And it
Here
is
you
still
are.
just a fade to black. Okay, we got item
It
efficiency.
gives me great pleasure to avail you.
100 sword mastery. Steady guard. Way of the executioner, that is for the special executioner sword.
New revenants, you
Okay,
pay
that's
me
it.
a visit when... Stay
Well,
safe.
let's take a look at that. Her blood code was status stuff, wasn't it? Where is it? That's Valentin. There it is. Yeah, status ailment build-up. Huh. Maybe something for next time. Also, it has a lot of willpower. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And steady guard is guard stamina custom. Well, I'm not guarding that much, so that doesn't really matter too much. Oh well. I mean, we do also have a sword equipped. I didn't know what else to put here. So I just have Ichor up, but you know, Why not use this if we're using 2 weapons, then have 2 of these masteries on for different weapons? And we're absolutely going to... Oh, we cannot. Do we have a pact with you now? Okay, fine. Whatever. She will probably come along when the time is nigh. Well, it should be here. Yes, it is. Now? Maybe? Nope. Okay, we have a summoning pact, but she's not here. And was that something that was visible the entire time? Have I just really not been around in this timeline that much? You know what? There is a few little things that I actually want to take a look at before we do this. Just a short little detour. We're gonna be right back if I don't find anything. Okay, weren't that many actual super interesting things. Nothing too much has changed. The only things that are like notable is like a lot of the weird lantern head jellyfish flying bell ringing thingies are everywhere. But that's kinda it.
Ready to head to Insula Carcere?
Well, yeah.
Then welcome aboard.
No
Let us
cutscene
be
again.
off, then. It bears repeating that Zenon conjured a resilient forma. But break it we must, here and now.
Now we have her as a summon.
My apologies.
And she's unsummonable. Okay. Map. That's one dungeon. Huh. There's a thing there that we're gonna go to. I mean, this is the end, right? This has to be the final area that we go to at the end. After this happens, I hope that Noah does say something about the weird thing, because he wanted to have time to think. And after that, I guess the only other thing that I really have to do is like master all blood codes. And then we're heading off to the end, so we are very close. What do you have, oh dear merchant? What new wonders are there for us? Well, a bayonet that doesn't look too special. Another former mech hammer, because one normal and one actually from Iris that you can get. I figured that out by, again, giving everybody gifts. Like, you can get a third one, because we need even more. We can get the Vanquisher skill, Doomfall, which is not bad. Shadow Slayer. That we have not seen. Perform a diving slash from midair, which nullifies all enemy attacks during descent. Can only be used in midair, so it's Doomfall, but as a dodge attack that is for dual blades. Maybe something I want to use. Guillotine Kick. That is on one of the weapons, definitely. Baba Yaga's Gaze. Unleash a massive bone-chilling ice shard. Usable with everything. Okay, that's cool. Bloodsucking Blades, we know what that is. Temporary increase defense against all elemental attacks. And get to buy Tender Crimson Stone 7. There are 8 though in the game, so this is still not the maximum limit. That's a... I mean, I guess there is the tower. Maybe the tower is a giant fucking area. Maybe the tower is like a legit just like... This will take you like 10 hours to get through area for the first time. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna buy everything and see what of these things we can actually use. Why are you all so expensive? Ah. There. Now we have everything. Anything new to look at that... Oh yeah, I actually forgot that one. I did farm this. There is one respawning metagen remnant, I can show it on the map, that I found between episodes, just for this one. Another reason, actually, why I wanted to take a more of a look around, like, in the present, because most of the time the exploration happens in the past, and in the present I'm just going to specific places that I want to look at, and don't really explore. Nothing new other than that. But map-wise, it is here. Remember that thing that I personally, like, I climbed down here, but, like, you're supposed to, like, go from the bottom here, and then you find this one? Down here. There is, in the past, a metagen remnant. It is replaced by jellyfish bell-ringing thing in the present. But you can just... that boss is just a normal respawning enemy. Which some people probably find very, very not great, right? That it is a boss that is now just a normal enemy. That's not great. But then again, it's not necessarily the most interesting boss. And I already said it once, like, I don't mind refighting bosses. Sometimes they're just fun to refight. So what are you? Offer prayers to the pathos of Hyuga, the escape artist. Max HP, max HP regeneration use. Okay, that... we see it on the health bar how much we got. That's not that little. So let's get up and see what's there. I guess we're just gonna go right up to it and Lavinia is gonna do her thing. Maybe we can... okay.
This resting spot appears safe enough.
Yeah, but most of the time they are also far away from people so that you can rest in peace. But I want to look at this. What do you do? Status ailment build up. That is what I kind of expected. Damage to enemies with status ailments up. Ooh. I may want to make status build next time now. That doesn't look good.
There. The barrier is no more. Now come. Let us proceed. Your time has come, Zenon. Prepare, for the time of your fate is at hand. This penal island is home to the most heinous criminals known to Revenant society. Any hostile revenants here are not to be trifled with. Stay on your guard.
Great, wonderful, amazing. That's now I understand why it needed to be locked up. Jellyfish, 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 jellyfish. Is this where we finally find the key to open those doors? Does this just open?
Making progress.
Apparently so. The biggest criminals in the world, and you can just open the door. I guess the magic shield was supposed to keep them in. But also, if Big Lady Lavinia is with us, there needs to be one question answered. Does she interfere, or can we still travel back in time and save this hero? Okay, the enemies do have some HP. Which is another thing, actually, to talk about. I did very little farming.
It would appear this route
okay,
only goes
door
one
locked,
way.
as you might have expected. But a little bit I did between last episode and this episode. The enemies did seem to have a bit of an HP boost. Not super much, but like a good chunk. And I'm kind of just questioning, like, is that potentially because of, like, story progress, that if you do certain things... I want to showcase some of the abilities we have. We have a cool, like, shoot wind sword, and we have... because this is Jose's sword, we got her weird whirling fire swing, which sends out little fire tornadoes. Not former cyborg cable. Uncanny stones. Even the lawless people who are condemned by society understand the importance of uncanny stone. Excuse me. Bugarali figure. A collective figure from the ever-popular drama. Oh, it's a it's a thing to give to people. Okay, that makes more sense. Former cyborg cable. Remains from a former cyborg, a strong cable which serves an equivalent role that a vein would in an organic body. An artificial organism given life via forme. Some revenants use them as retainers. Those made primarily of metal are referred to as former cyborgs and are created by fusing metal and mechanical parts to a human body. I guess we are understanding now what kind of research this Zenon guy did. Yeah, that sounds delightful.
My
Not
strength is boundless.
at all. How the hell did we hit that? That felt like it should have gotten, like, not through, but oh well. We're getting upgrade material. Oh yeah. Also, weapon change, which you do by pressing up on the D-pad, which is completely weird in my opinion. But oh well. Shoot me once. Oh yeah, that's not a bayonet. I'm an idiot. Loose wonderful thing comes with this very short-range ability that I cannot aim on a fucking stairwell. But it is a multi-hit gravitational thing. Also, the sword has the moveset of the Camella's Thorn that we used, like, at the start of the game once. Again, I'm just using the weapons as they come.
What do you know of Zenon?
Well, I've read several books he wrote. If I had to say, I found his ideas radical.
Hard to follow sometimes, isn't he?
Indeed. And yet, in the end, I was most struck by his outlook. He believed in the positive possibilities of change.
That might also be an explanation as to why you are very okay with us changing the God, why is that so? Right, Lavinia doesn't want us to change the future too much, or the present rather, but Lou is completely fine with it. Yeah, you have like a completely mechanical body, which is interesting if you look at like our heart in the back. It feels like that might stem from the same original technology, just applied differently. Right? We are also a human that is augmented with revenant abilities. So maybe Zenon's research has something to do with that?
Find indeed.
Argent Wolfblade. Well, that is the final thing missing from that collection of weapons, I think, from the first game. So yeah, if you liked some of the Argent Wolf weapons from the first game, they're all in here. They most of the time seem to be not necessarily super special.
Might I recommend taking another look around here?
Why are they all having a voice line when you first walk up to something that's like, hey, don't forget that, or something you might have forgotten? It's like, I haven't even stepped close enough to interact with it, game. Grand Lightstone. Final upgrade material for the special weapons. Okay. Okay, that is a very clear we have reached the end of the game kind of upgrade material. Don't their masks look a little bit like a little Cthulhu head? Which also makes me think of like the jellyfish doors. Like, is it a jellyfish or is it a Cthulhu head? I'm calling it jellyfish because that's what it more looks like, but now that I see these masks, I'm like, well, hello, succubus. Oh, well.
The enemy outnumbers us.
Yes, the enemy does outnumber us, indeed. And now, can we maybe go to a part where we don't have to deal with that? Okay, you do not fucking care.
We cannot have you die.
Can you stop? Can we get rid of you? I just want to...
It would be what?
Oh my... You do not stop. You just do not stop. I kind of just wanted to get rid of them before the succubus does stuff, but oh well. Wait, what?
Care to go toe to toe?
Revenants may be immortal, but we're not... Well, we're not a rev... Are we? I am confused at this point. I need the game to actually clarify the lore on the main character. Are we just a human that has been, so to speak, augmented because we are a Revenant Hunter, we're using Revenant abilities thanks to a bond that we have with Revenants through the jail? Or are we actually something more? Because there were multiple things that point to that direction. Actually, this probably doesn't open also,
Perhaps we
right?
can
Yeah,
open
okay.
it from the other
So we have to
side.
go that way anyway. There's also a door here that I didn't even see as a door that also does. Okay, we only have one way to go. Amazing, wonderful. That means close your eyes. Or, you know, I could... Did I not pick that up?
You haven't forgotten to collect anything, have you?
Oh, now this makes sense, because I have very... How the hell did I... I opened this, yes, but I turned around and walked... How did I... Heavenly Strike, I already know what that is. That's on the grenade launcher. Launch energy into the sky to drop a pillar of light directly on top of your target. That's on the grenade launcher. That I have tested, but I haven't really made a build in an episode, but... It's another of those abilities, like it hits multiple times, and if you have a big enemy that you can hit with every single hit, might be very good. But if you don't have that, it's like... I'm not sure how good it will be. Okay. Also, these are normal slimes. I'm just realizing, these are just normal slimes. Have these skulls on them from, like, the Resurgence. That's a bit weird, because you may, like... At least I would have thought that, like, the things here are weird cyborg dudes.
Was that everything?
I didn't pay attention to that. Okay, only you. Only you we can deal with, because we can just flame! And no, we cannot, because you just stagger us out of that, and I do not know what is happening. Wow. Okay, these enemies are dangerous as hell. They do not give a damn. That was a... That's probably on record how much that stuttered. That looked very interesting. Okay. Can we sneak up on the succubus because we're not entirely in front of it? No, we cannot. Okay.
Can't go toe to toe.
Oh, wow. One back push is enough to... Exploding mechanical succubus. Tender Crimson 8. Okay, new upgrade materials. There is a door and there is an elevator. I think the elevator probably puts us somewhere, and this is a door. These are not good doors in terms of visual clarity. That felt a bit weird, stuttery, but oh well. Okay, now we're back outside. Let's continue. Let's test the small blade on the next few enemies. We also have a lot of mines, so we have long-lasting buffs. And we do have an offensive buff on the big sword. And a better ability to interrupt enemy buff on this. And the small one has defensive buff and enhances the length of our buffs, which...
That enemy is certainly not one to be trifled with.
Okay, that is an arena. Kinda wanna heal. And the exact type of defense it is elemental. It's elemental attacks. So, well, let us just use all of it. Sneak up on this... Oh, it's actually facing us. It didn't look like that. What the actual hell is happening with your head? That is actually pretty okay damage. Can we... Ooh, we can interrupt you. Do we actually just... No, we don't just get to do that. Ow. Okay. Your movement is a bit riggedy. Poke? Oh my god, we again didn't hit. I love the poke, it feels so good, but it also is just one of those abilities that always misses. It's like a giant... Its head is like a giant jaw, like a literal... Zenon's... Wait, what? Zenon's minion lubricant remains from one of Zenon's underlings. The lubricant used to ensure the construct's joints can move without impediment. Zenon has included a fragrance from the Far East in the formula for his personal enjoyment. protects what it should and destroys what it must. Zenon created it to single-mindedly carry out simple commands, but the Great Revenant did not neglect his creation's form in the name of function. It also featured an excessively ornate presentation. Yeah, Zenon seems to be quite a person. That seems to be a bit of a different hero. I'm not sure if the word hero really fits. That is nearly not... Like, if I didn't know it was there and if I wasn't looking at every corner, that is nigh impossible to see if you just pass by. Chest set, so more gifts. Okay. Elevator, come up to me.
The contraption appears to be operational.
That is another voice line that I like, that everyone is like, ooh, it actually moves. I'm like, yes, do you know how many elevators I'm using? It would be a very, very big problem if they did not move, because then we would be stuck at every single corner. Why is it a voice line that exists? Why do you all sound like you're surprised that these work? What is your plan if they don't? Oh, I find it funny, but like, it still is just a weird question of like, why is that the sentiment that everyone just shares of like, oh, it's a surprise that this moves. And it's like, what else was your plan?
The man you are about to meet is a rare breed of savant. Only be wary of his silver tongue. Don't let his flowery speeches distract you from the task at hand.
Again,
Shall we take a moment to
are you
rest?
going to interfere if I want to potentially change the past or something? Also, at this point, I was going to say, like, I don't feel like it's a problem if I level up further, but like, look at it. Just fighting normal enemies. I started with nearly nothing and I now have enough to level up. We're not over-leveled. If the game gives you this much, then we're not over-leveled. At all. I don't
Care to go toe-to-toe?
care. You get so much, so, like, whatever. I, at first, thought this might have actually been something you can go through, but no, it's... Ooh! What kind of weird thing do you have in your head? Cage head. Are we doing a Mikolash from Bloodborne? Oh, that sounds like maybe some... Oh, more cage head that just ran up to me. I didn't know. Where were you coming from? Also, this entire room looks pretty much like... Ah! Like they had some problems and needed to fix them, like it's like a patient's room. So most of these experiments might have had some side effects that might be problematic. Just a little assumption. Okay, this is just outside. There's more to do inside. Right, we can go here. What is the way to go? Inside or outside? How? I was looking around.
My strength.
They do not care about that. I'm already dodging the enemy that has not done anything yet. Okay, the fact that that also staggers is just kind of good. Ooh,
That's one mystery.
this is a door.
solved.
One mystery solved. I don't think this was a mystery, it's just a door. It was very clearly to be opened from the other side. I guess that is the mystery, right? How do we get to the other side? And now also the question how if we can go up there or not. We can go outside, but like we're already in here. Then again, the fact that we open up a door makes
I'm
it...
quite sure this pathos belongs to Zenon.
We'll need to make contact with it to proceed.
Well, wonderful. Huh.
Should we search for another way around?
This looks like... In every other game I would be like, oh, this is like a keypad. You need a code or something, but... In this game, I'm not sure. So this is the way to go, which means outside first. Outside with rain. And there are dogs.
Even from a distance, I care to go toe-to-toe.
They look a bit different. Oh god, is it one of you that doesn't stop? Yes, it is. Ah, you know what? We have range. That still does quite okay damage, even though we don't have high willpower. And we can just knock you on your ass. Poke. Poke. Like, yeah, that mask very much looks like a Cthulhu head. So I'm thinking that the weird jellyfish symbol might just be exactly that. And not a jellyfish. So much to going outside first. There is nothing outside. Outside is a lie. Stay inside if you want happiness. You're not gonna find anything on the outside. Back to the heart, beepity boop. Let us see. That is not the same place.
Zenon Driftgoat, you are hereby sentenced to serve 11,059 years on Insula Carceri.
And I graciously accept. Surely I warrant more than 10 millennia, but I fancy the prime number. That aside, I have a question for the court. Why is increasing the Revenant population seen as a vice?
Okay, first and foremost, the thing about the population, we had some things about that last time. Secondly, you have a person, a female figure, on your chest and in the thing in the back, and god dang it, I want to take a closer look, because that looks... Is it just me, or is that big booby shopkeeper lady? Is that Jadwiga? It might be.
By reanimating cadavers from death row, I produced 1,000 new test subjects. Now, I did act of my own accord, yes. But these troops were on my leash, wholly incapable of acting against our society. Imagine my disillusionment when blind panic drove you to apprehend me and execute them! Truly, the overreaction of cow minds. Does the thought of a world abound with revenants honestly inspire such fear?
Yeah, but the problem is probably more that we can't feed all of them. Or they need to somehow artificially be fed, and that... Especially if you're the one who makes them also, you're kind of in charge of the whole thing.
The convicted shall abstain from further comment. This court is adjourned.
Farewell, your graces! Engrave my inquiry into your callow minds, for doubt is ever the mother of progress.
Seems... a bit... those are also bright as hell. Big Lady Lavinia? Hello. How are you? No comment on that? I guess she didn't see that, or she knew it all along, and therefore she... But even, like, no comment, nothing at all? Like, it's just like, well, also no trigger dialogue afterwards? It's just... Oh, that's a thing. Okay.
My strength.
But yeah,
cannot be
look at
consumed.
that. It feels a little weird, because it very much is like a direct... God, I need to stop talking when I fight enemies, because I am just going to get blown up. No, but it feels like the problem really is just like, he might just be doing something that is, number one, morally problematic, reanimating cadavers with technology. It might be the problem of, like, we don't have enough space for these people, or, like, in terms of making revenants, we don't have enough blood. But also the fact that he literally states, like, well, but they are conditioned to, like, obey me. It's like, yeah, that is probably also a problem, because that means you're literally able to command an army that you alone hold the key to. Screw you. Just go away. And you... Work on it. That still went through. That still went through. Yay. But yeah, overall, it doesn't really feel like Zenon is a hero. Like, I guess he himself sees himself as a hero, absolutely, but in the eyes of others, he definitely wasn't, so the fact that he is Graviton Core, what the? But the fact that he is a hero that we're now supposed to kind of do stuff with is very weird in that regard, is it not? Graviton Core creates a small black hole that draws in enemies. Press the action button again to cause the black hole to explode. Costs only 3 ichor. Yes, completely normal thing that you can just have. Just have a pocket black hole around with you. Who needs a normal weapon if you can just have a pocket black hole? Probably has the problem that it is mutually assured destruction, because it will also destroy everything else around you. But you know, who cares about such minor details? Aren't these like... I wanted to say like prototype cat machines, but... You tried to hit me and you missed. Now you... Enemy hurt.
That should be helpful later.
Enemy hurt a lot. Door that does not open. Yes, indeed. But yeah, they look somewhat like it. Which makes some sense, right? The cat machine is described as it has organic components. So if here is the place of making cyborgs, it makes sense that something like that would also be manufactured here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's one of those freaking things again. I'm just gonna be away from it. And then we're gonna hit you with this thing, because we still have not hit an enemy with it. That's not bad. But it costs 6 ichor, and the pure fact that it like completely locks you in place and stuff. I'm not sure that that is worth it. That may not be the best way to spend your ichor. Okay, succubus time. Again. For the up-team time, we're back. Dog! Go out of the way, dog. I do not have... Can we stop with the magic spam? Oh my god, you are so weak. And you don't even explode. Okay, the land normal succubus are like some of the worst, like most powerful enemies in the game. These ones are cannon fodder. What the hell? Making succubus a biomechanical thing does not make them better. Interesting. Would have kind of expected that that has nothing to do with what they initially were.
Perhaps an alternate route can be found.
But maybe it's also just a random thing and it has nothing to do with it. It just feels a bit weird because, again, normally they are kind of strong and are kind of elite enemies, and now it's just like, no.
Such immense power.
And that is all. There is an entire graveyard of these things, but yeah, they look like cat machine prototypes. Or just broken cat machines in general. They are overgrown also. Well, let's rest at the missile and then go into the laser chamber. What the hell am I looking at?
Consistent effort does not go unrewarded.
But yeah, we can just level from all the basic enemies that we just fought, so I do not see any problem.
Do avoid that sensor.
Okay, I want to
Countless
know,
numbers
does it
here
kill
were
me?
used in Zenon's experiments, I imagine.
No. It unleashes all of these to give us enemies to fight. Ooh. Okay. So, turn it off? Forever or only for a time? I can do this again. Well, it didn't open up every door. So I'm gonna be doing the stupid. Oh. So if the other doors open if you run into that, then I have now missed my chance and that doesn't happen anymore. Can you reset it at a missile? Okay, I can go over here from the other side, and there's nothing in here. These are very sophisticated, nice rooms, they just don't have a bed. These look more like, not really like holding cells also. They look more like, just like, we're all in this together, let's come play some cards kind of rooms. That's a bit weird, but okay. Yeah, we're gonna trip the sensor. We're not gonna go around it. We're not gonna be intelligent, because why should we?
No choice now but to
If
fight
doing
back.
sensor thing will give me thingy-majiggies. I mean, so far it is just extra enemies, but you don't know if it might turn into something else. No. The enemies do not trigger the sensor. Huh. Can you dodge? No. No, you cannot. Hello, how are you?
As well in you.
Oh no, oh no. That does not get you far enough. They do explode. I have to keep that in mind. I actually want to go upstairs now. So we're triggering this again, and nothing else happens. Yep, that's it. So... Oh no, not you. Huzzah. Huzzah. Oh! Oh, we didn't. I staggered him out of it. Oh, what are we having here? A shiny little thing amongst all the books. Unfinished epic. It's probably a gift item, isn't it? Maybe not. Seems to be the tale of a protagonist traveling through time and space, but the pages are filled with gaps and fragmented sentences reflecting the author's torment. At the end, scrawled in blood, presumably the author's, is a single desperate plea. If only I had a good hook. For the story? Or to end your misery? I mean, if you're already, like, writing stuff in blood, then, like, you really already must be pretty far gone, right? I'm just saying that the idea evokes certain things, right? But yeah, these are rooms. Definitely. Definitely something. Aha! And there it is gone. No more alarm. No more sensor. But we can go up and up and up and up and up, and I don't think this will open.
My strength is boundless.
Oh, we used the key. Okay. I mean, we found a key not so long ago. Actually, it was long enough ago that it is not part of the recent items. Tender crimson stones, hard remnant, pure platinum. Okay, upgrade materials galore. Fancy shiny consoles. Nothing we can interact with. Unbreakable glass side walls. Yeah, this feels like the extra storage we had in that other place, right? The little bit where we got some vegetables out of and nothing else. Okay, moving on.
Prisoners were given a place of momentary reprieve.
Is it... I'm trying to figure out, like... Is it a tiny thing underneath the big thing, or is it the big thing itself that is moving?
Care to go toe to
Sure,
toe?
it's the big thing itself. You're just very weirdly, like... animated, I guess. Flip you sideways. Go kaboom. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Basketball. And a map. That might help. Okay, this is a thing where we were on the other side, so we can now just touch the door to
This is
open
a
it.
helpful route to have.
Great. Okay, that's where we're supposed to go, probably. But there you see, door.
It would appear this route only goes one way.
Of course. It is a door, it is a Souls game. Kind of. It's somewhat a Souls-like. Door does not open from the side is very much the tagline. You look ominous, but I guess that's just because you're green. What is this? Cafeteria? Egg.
My strength is boundless.
And one person who was slurping up the rests from the ground. That is unsanitary. Were you eating cheese off the ground? That is even more unsanitary. Like, God. Okay, what about you? Are you going to trigger it? Are you?
No choice now. but to
Yes! You do, but the other guy didn't. Oh wow, the enemies are just charging in and killing you.
fight. Even better than I imagined.
It really isn't much of a problem if the only thing that happens is just like two normal dudes coming out. It's like, that's just... like, that's not worth it. It's not like they're actually like giving me anything that I care for if I kill them. But it's also not a difficult thing that it's like, oh my god, I don't want to trigger that. It's like, okay, who cares? Is this unlocking it? Yes. We're gonna go here first. And I saw a dude over there. And we are protected by fence.
Care to go
Oh,
toe to
there's
toe.
more of you. Don't jump back. I want to stab you. And then we want to maybe get some ichor back. And completely missed the first hit. God dang it. And so many of the consumables I'm not using. I gotta be honest, this is kind of probably like one of the biggest things about this game. We can jump in there, but how would we get out again? There is an item to pick up. Hello, how are you? Go away from the explosion. Very much, very nice. That was probably not worth it. But maybe we get some more ground cheese. No! That is I mean, maybe that served as food for a revenant prison because, like, they need blood. I guess that at least somewhat makes sense. Partially, yeah. And oh, I thought we could go to the other side and get to the succubus, but no, we cannot. Welp, then through the definitely very, very, very secure sensor array that, like, what also... Okay, why even would this exist like this? Of like, oh, it's a sensor of like, hey, you went in here, now we're going to release the prisoners on you. That's just weird. Like, what purpose does that actually serve? And we can't step in between. But I could also just not. Because why should I care about that if I can just, you know... Ah! That somehow did not hit me but hit you. Deserved. Deserved. Serves you right. I wanted to go to the other thing. Actually, why am I actually, like, be afraid of this? There's nothing that can happen to you. These warnings don't mean shit. Because I don't even know if you can even call that a warning. It's like, yeah, you are going to be slightly inconvenienced by having to fight 2 normal enemies that you can probably 1 or 2 shot, depending on the weapon. Like, wow. And you, oh succubus, I am not fearing you as a melee enemy. I am fearing you as a ranged enemy. Because exactly... Ranged enemies. Why are ranged enemies in so many games the most annoying ones? Can we not, like, stop that?
Hostile presence on the horizon. Care to go
Yes,
toe to toe?
I saw that, but I didn't react to it. Oh my god, you are actually, like, just taking one of these stabs to the face and you're fine. You're not even flinching from that. Hello, enemy. How are you in the corner? Is the corner life treating you well? We're getting more stuff to potentially craft food. Intriguing, amazing, fantastical. I know there's a way down there, but, like, we can go up here, so why not? Why not take a trip? All for one slime. And the amazing item that they were guarding. It's salt. Salt times 5. And, of course, an actual, like... Oh, goodness gracious, no. Not the freaking teleport dudes. That does not stagger you. Stab? No. Stab now? I didn't hit. Stab? Stab?
You must fight on.
Okay. How about we do not stab you, and instead I'm going to just stab you now. No. I cannot see what is happening. Please get away from the wall so the camera readjusts itself in a way that I can actually see what's going on. Ta-da! More upgrade material, more craftable stuff. Away that we're gonna go in a moment. Nearly empty rooms, but more crafting materials. Rations hidden underneath the sink. Oh, something is happening out there. The screen is shaking. A heavy battle is in full effect. That is a big succubus.
Too much blood.
That is not a normal succubus. That is big, big, big succubus.
Center yourself.
Hola dia, hey. What the hell are you? Belly flop. Belly ram. Of course we have a belly ram, because what else would this enemy have? Poke? And special drain attack. Bonk. You don't look female, though.
Are you
necessarily
scavenging for resources?
And I mean, it's not like there isn't like a male version of a succubus, but that would be an incubus at that point. I'm just saying. Also, hasten. I haven't really used this. Temporarily enhances your dodges. Maybe I should try to do that. The problem I have with it is temporary, and it's just like... Wait. That looks so goddamn dark. And then you go in and the game is like, no, this is not dark, this is very fine. And like, why? Why are these switches in the way that your lighting works? Or why are they here? That is so weird.
My strength is boundless.
Okay, we have cyborg dudes fighting the normal, just
Chose well in you.
like mutated persons, people. Glowing Haze 13. Oh, it is just haze. It's just a new variant of that that's bigger than what I have before. That's right. Okay. I was like, what is that? Is that a special scientific component we need for something or so? But what are you doing, enemy? Okay, that was too slow to shoot them. And now he's back. But he has a pipe. Oh god. So were you trying to... Oh yeah, right. We cannot step through walls. But neither can the enemies. This game is good that way. This game is not letting me back push when I want to. Yay! I hit a stab! I was ready for that one to not hit, but oh well, it actually did. Let me get behind you and let me push you. Yes, and then we're gonna take apart the hounds. The hound, it's one hound, but we have two hound heads. So I guess it's a Cerberus hound, it's a hellhound, maybe. Makes sense, I guess, maybe. Then there's a way down. And we've been on the other side already, because that is where we came into this place. Have we really been in everywhere? I mean, it is on the map, so yes we have. Down the stairs, into another place that has more materials. Cat machine! I knew it! Ah! Big sword. Fire! That did pretty okay, actually. And then you do fire, but we do not want you to do fire like that. We want you to open up, and then I can shoot stuff at you from distance, and then you can laser me. That should maybe hit. That was too late. No, that actually worked. Cat machine. Yeah, they are made here. The cat machine comes from here, but they are all over the world. So what happened? Also blood. There has been a good chunk of blood in a lot of places. Are we back at the fact that running attacks do not stagger? Nyeh. Nyeh. It just doesn't feel satisfactory. That's all I have to say to that. It's just not satisfying. Breath of Flame, more flame weapon. When can we like buy those things so that we can actually just make all the weapons into whatever the hell we want? That's kind of what I'm hoping for at some point. And this is the exact room that we could have gone out there for. Okay, I just did it the other way around and therefore did not get ambushed. There is one item on the map. And it is another... How did I miss it? Is it because these yellow lights, it blends in? Panacea's Essence. Well, I know what that is because it's on one of these special weapons, but I'm still gonna read it. Cures you and your partner of all status ailments, or blocks them if used before being afflicted. An absolutely ridiculous ability. The fact that you can actually just put that on anything you want, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But it is exactly the thing that I talked about at, I don't know, one of the earlier episodes where I talked about why I think that the crafting system has some problems in Elden Ring and how that will be for this game, because so far I have not used anything to cleanse myself of status ailments. Just they were not that problematic. I have been poisoned like 15 times and I'm like, have I ever died to it? No. So why should I bother putting out a poison cleanse? Why should I bother crafting it as an item if I don't need it? But now I have this ability and it's like, well, that's the catch-all. I now really don't need a specific poison cleanse or any of the other ones, because now we have cleanse everything. Why should we care about these things, right? And this is the problem. Because now it's like, well, if you can just get this ability, like the crafting loses a ton of value now. Of course, you can make an argument like, well, but before this point it might have had value, but again, the status effects so far have not been powerful enough in terms of actually, like, nearly killing me all the time that I would have ever really I pressed that away. I didn't realize that that popped up and I wanted to pick this up. God dang it. I will see what I can do in editing. But yeah, it's like they have never been powerful enough. They have never been good enough to actually worry about them. And so now it's like, why should I worry about them if they don't matter? And now I can just cleanse them all if I want to. I can just put this on every weapon. Or, like we're doing right now, on 2 weapons and I put it on 1. Because you have 8 ability slots. Putting 1 into that, it's like, it's fine. So it's really, I don't know, it's just a thing of like, the crafting really, to be good in a game like this or in Elden Ring, the crafting needs to give you something that the rest of these things don't. There's someone at the door. And we're back. Maybe. Yes, we opened the door. Right. And now on to another memory section. Oh, this is a place we have definitely not seen. Or?
Sorry to saddle you with sending me here, my friend. But don't worry. These walls can't keep me from my mission. The cursed fate of our kind robbed me of my wife. That day, I vowed to devote the rest of my days atoning for my failure. Thus, I will begin my research anew. Mark my words, by your next visit, this tawdry cell will be fit for proper experimentation. Until we meet again, Idris. A worldwide outbreak of unexplained mutations, just as I predicted. The resurgence, it's called, yes? And you say you intend to seal it away? Don't be a fool, Idris. This is a problem to overcome, not an inconvenience to brush under the rug.
Interesting viewpoint. Again, nothing to say. Okay. I would say most people probably would say that sealing it is a way to, like...
That did the trick.
You know, get rid of it, because nothing else worked, right? That's the whole point, as to, like, why that happened, because it was something that was so bad, and, like, no other thing really worked, so this was the only option. But the way Zenon says it, it's like... That's not really actually trying to deal with the problem. That's trying to just get it out of, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Interesting.
We must keep moving.
We don't really know too much about Idris other than, well, the ceiling. Idris seems to have time powers themselves, which is, we know from, like, how Valentin talked about them in the little extra things that we did with Valentin. The, like, wrong times that we exterminated. And yeah, we nearly have 2 levels, like, again.
Much stronger than I ever imagined.
I'm gonna stop talking about that. Also, we have another regeneration count. I'm going to assume 15 might be the last. That makes some sense, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting to talk about it this way, that Zenon is like, this is not a... Oh, this opens. But I didn't want it to open. Why do we have another underground mansion thing? Okay, we're gonna... Huh. Okay. Where first? Pacification cells. Oh, that does sound great. That does sound amazing. That does sound... That sounds actually terrifying. You know what? No, that sounds actually just fucked. Especially when we talk about things that are potentially under command, that are made into cyborg robot thingies. It's like pacification literally is just like... I don't know, complete lobotomy. No, I don't want to go... Oh. I am thinking about it, and I'm trying to get rid of that thought, because that thought is not pleasant at all. That thought is just vile. Ugh. Well, it's kind of foggy in here, that's weird. Are these going to do something when I walk through? No. Hello, enemy. Can we kill you? I guess this is just not enough range. Or we can't really shoot through these things. Could be a little bit of both. Okay, where are we? Ah, this is big. Okay, there seems to be an end. We're doing this first, then because we don't have anything, or we can go down, and then we can go to the rest of all of this. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, it's one of you. But you are potentially sneakable. Sneaky, sneaky. Get snuck upon. And also probably hounded. Charge! They are like completely... They are robot skeletons. Only now I really got a good look at that. They are robot skeletons. Like, they are legitimately not even like really fleshy. They're cat machine. Oh, cat machine. Tender Lightstone 4. Why did that pop up? I had that before. I legitimately have upgraded weapons that need those. High enough that I needed those. Like, what are you talking about? Whoosh! Whoosh again! Okay. Okay. Yeah, fire away, fire away. Open up! Whoosh. For the low price of like 12 ichor, you can tame your own cat machine without even trying. And then, this does not open. This is also an end. There is no map here. Intriguing, but I guess we can maybe walk around? Up the stairs and around. Then we find stone 9.
So they're still grown up.
Okay.
I would recommend harvesting the nectar.
Stone number 9, and no, we cannot get into it this way. Okay, sure, we can maybe go into it from the other side or something. Or we are going to get a key at some point, that is also possible. We're getting higher upgrade materials, so 8 is not like the final one before we get like a one final thing to top it off. 9 exists. Well, I also just realized the laboratory has jellyfish on it. So that is definitely where we want to go at the end of it, right? This is important. Yeah, this is the final boss arena. So we're gonna go through all of this, then go there. So that really makes me feel like this is optional. So let's do optional. Let's go into the underground mansion with lion. Actually, they have wings. They might be manticores. And it's just for another golden bloodbead, another cat for extra regeneration amount. Okay. This was not as interesting as I expected it to be. Well, but we can see now, potentially, if this is the final upgrade. And no. No, it is not. Of course it is not. Of course it can't be. I already know that there is one freaking stupid whatever thing that still defies exploration. And oh my god, it's another one of you. Why are you a thing?
Care to go toe to toe?
Can I backstab? Oh, you can just backstab them. Maybe they are not as scary as I expected them to be, because you can just backstab them. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I kind of hope that that will turn around a bit. It does not. That is too slow. And, I kind of did not expect that to hit me.
This is just the start.
Great. Wonderful. How did you not hit me with that? Doesn't matter? Haha. Charge attack! You don't care. Okay, now is the time for flaming destruction to miss you completely. Okay. I guess these are my new hate enemies that I just really do not like. Because they are kind of just massive, annoying pricks. They don't care about your attacks, they are going to make and we got a tongue. And we got a tongue from that. They don't stagger, they don't stop, they do good damage, they have high health, they are just strong. But like, strong in all categories. That is, yeah. That is a thing. This looks like something that you could get into, and it seems like it's important.
My strength is boundless.
Everything that can just be backstab is kind of not that much of a problem. I say that now, and then I'm like, actually, well, okay. I think we're potentially sneaking. This looks like sneaking. Sneaking? Sneaking harder?
You haven't forgotten to collect
Sneaking
have you?
successful. Time for fire! Yeah, this is the job. Okay, what contraption is this? It is the weird cage that some of the other enemies had on their head, but there is a golden heart in there. There's a machine with literal magical glyphs on them, or runes. Dazzling prismatic laser. Blast a wide area with a blinding beam of sunlight that causes the status ailment sunblight to build up over time. I kinda wanna test that. I don't think we have the best magic stats, but sure. That sounds interesting.
Care to go toe to toe?
Boop. Boop. Don't explode. Cool. And now we are... Okay, we're gonna go there first, because that is the extra place. But first and foremost,
Shall we take a moment to
activate
rest?
the missile. And no, dear Lavinia, we are not going to take a moment to rest, because I do not want to respawn the enemies yet. I want to take a detour first. And then... Okay, this is the full detour. Still nothing happens if we go through there, and... Oh my lord. What horrors beyond my comprehension await me in that room. Actually, we already know that the succubi are not that strong. So, you know what? Huzzah! I did not expect waves from you. No, let me hit suck you. Okay, sucks out of the way. Now we can have an actual fight with you, and you're easily backstabbable. Also, don't forget the absurd power that... Jump attacks do more damage than full charged. What the fuck? Unless, of course, the enemy is doing that stuff.
The thirst consumes them.
That still persisted? Why did I wanted to dodge. Why did I jump? But why did that still persist?
Still fight.
No, like, legitimately. Why does that persist so long after they did their roar? Like, you can't even take advantage of it by, like, timing it and being like, oh, they're doing their thing and now you do their thing, like, after, so that you perfectly hit them when they get out of their iframes. It's like, no. Just no. There is another of these missions. What are they? Do I want to know? I kinda don't want to know. The moment where we get into weird, occult, ritualistic magic combined with technology is the point where I think we have gone too far and we should go back. Also, don't forget, we got a new halberd. It's another of these sunset ones. It has Heartbreaker as per usual. It seems to be something that doesn't scale well. Okay. Okay.
Ow.
Ow. Can I do this and do this again? Oh yes I can, and then I can run away from you while you swing wildly for a few next minutes. I thought you were done. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. We already knew that. But I think it is still something that needs to be pointed out from time to time. It is actually something that I need to point out. Like, I am sometimes an idiot. I am very much someone who is not playing optimal. I am very much someone who is messing around, testing stuff here and there, and I'm sometimes just going with a weird wacky build that I thought looked fun, and I have no idea if it's actually good or not. Look how far I've come. And even now I'm doing a lot of this like solo. This game is not difficult.
A curious place to find
Kinda
such
wanna
a thing.
say that. That feels like the final upgrade for former enhancement. Yeah, that is not a plus. That is the final one for that. Okay, we can do some upgrades with that. That's cool. Have to see what I actually put those towards. Twin Fang Blades. It's Dexterity Twin Blades. With Falling Sun. We have seen that before. And they also do scale on willpower, and also they have Focused Counter. Temporarily, reduce Ichor consumption for all forme for a short time when an enemy attack is successfully dodged. Is that stackable, or is that just a thing that, like, if you hit it again, it refreshes? And by how much? I mean, what do I mean by how much? If it is just 1 point of Ichor, that still is kind of good. So, Merchant, anything else that is super cool? Caged Heart Club, which has the Blood Barrage that we have seen before, and Adaptive Blood. Temporary cause damage taken to be greatly reduced as a cost of Ico. I have not really tested that yet. Okay, it's another strength mind weapon, but maybe this actually tells us something about what the hell this is. A hammer incorporating the function of a prison. Originally intended to display the hearts of imprisoned revenants as a warning, some of the hearts emitted foam were deemed useful, and as a result, a few criminals were destined to meet their end as weapons. Oh, that is what that machine is. That is, Energy Cleave, Twister. Attach an energy blade to your weapon and perform a wide sweep all around you. For normal sword, dual blades, and bayonet. Piercing Leap, Tremor. Jump up and thrust down in the air as you descend. Nullifies enemy attacks while jumping up. Repeat the input during the thrust descent to create a shockwave. For the halberd, we get a heavy version of the parry. Okay. More tokens where we can buy more things, and then I'm just gonna buy upgrade materials in general.
Come again!
And now I don't have enough to level anymore, which I don't care enough about because we're gonna get more probably. Prison Smithy. Again, very sophisticated environment. And then on the other side we have swords, giant cogwheel, that also feels more like it is actually a saw blade, and just a smithy. It's a very simple smithy. Upgrade material? That makes sense. Upgrade material. Again, makes sense. Okay, these are like legit weapons that we can carry around, but we have... Well, we have weapons that look similar to this. Are they exactly those weapons? That's a different question. Now we get to take a rest. And then... it is onwards to... more prison. Okay. I don't know what I expected. I just kind of thought that maybe we were past the prison and we would do something else now.
My strength is boundless.
Oh, enemies are fighting. But why? What seeketh thee? Oh, it's another one of those succubus. The big, chunky succubus. I'm on your side, oh dear succubus. Hit this, whatever the hell they are.
They have their
Fire! That does not kill you, and I think I dodged into you. And you didn't raise your shield in time, so I could just punch through it. And I just looted that through the wall. That's a good thing. Bobbity, bobbity. Yeah, there's more of these things in there. So, they literally just have these hearts containing hammers in weird magical machines to make use out of them. That's, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I don't want to think about it. This is uncanny stone. Putting my mind at ease even with these weird things facing me. Believe in the... Ah!
toe to toe.
Wave. Okay, that does not do that much. Oh, you're one of those. You're going to smash it down and it's going to create a firestorm and I am stuck in the wall. Because I thought I could pass you, but you're too fat for that.
Center yourself.
That is literally just a statement. This is a big enemy that is just taking up a bunch of space. God dang it. God dang it. I really kind of just want to see and stuff, but like you kind of make that impossible. I also kind of just want to go around you. Go around. Stop with the belly slaps. God dang it, that is... Hallelujah, that hurts. I think I still like you more than... I think I'm changing my opinion if I like you more than the other guy. Finally, one back push. Not enough for a full back stab. That attack does not register in my brain, and I'm just like, yep. That is what it is, I guess. Ah! Why don't you see if you have loot for me, but you don't. So yeah, this is like legit the hammer. Why you... I mean, we have a Revenant's heart in our bag, but like, that Revenant... Do they feel stuff for some time, or are they like completely not feeling anything because it's just a heart? And Therefore, they don't have the sensory organs to potentially feel stuff. I don't think I should ask these questions, because nothing good can come out of those. But still, it is a question, a moral question, and an
This
understanding
is no
question of
slouch.
magical science
Are you
that the
ready?
game
My
has
strength
proposed,
is
and I'm going
boundless.
to ask it now. Fire! No, we are not getting away with fire. We're not getting away with anything, because I mostly am again against a wall, and the weapon is too big. Oh, you can hit its head. Because its head is like actually like forward, and you can actually hit it. That's kind of cool. And we messed it up. We kind of just went past it. God damn it. They can be backstabbed. That's good. Welp. What is in these test tubes? Nothing here. That is broken. And there's also nothing really here. Do I want to know what's in there? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. We're probably just going to accept that these exist and we're just gonna move on.
Here's another one. It's as if they're blocking our path.
Well, so be it. We'll need to find all of Zenon's pathos to proceed.
Well, maybe he has something that he doesn't want people to know. Okay, there's blood. So whatever was in there might not have come out in a good shape. Yellowed book. That just means it's old. An old word literally works showing signs of age, yes. So, yeah, I was going to say, that means this is the way back to the shortcut door. I at first wanted to say this is a weird barrel, but it doesn't look like it. This looks like it's a drum. What the... That fits completely just not at all.
This is a helpful route to have.
This entire facility, because that is what it is. This is a high-tech facility. And that is not fit. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaking up on succubus.
Toe to toe.
Beep, 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 bop, bop. Works every time. Well, unless you get spotted. Right? It works so long as you're actually good at sneaking. So it seems like some of the research subjects have broken out. The question with that would be, is that potentially something that we're not supposed to know? More gift things? More gift things. Old school games, cool. So, do you have something to tell us, Mr. Zenon?
This shockwave. It can't be! The seal gave out? Idris, even you couldn't hold it? I've no choice. In theory, it should work. And if all goes to plan, I'll be able to subdue the resurgence outright. This is my chance to prove it. A binding forma I can't break? Who? The devil! Of course, I should have guessed. Tell me, why does change frighten you so? So be it. Oppose me if you dare. I am Zenon Griffgoat, Harbinger of the Future!
They didn't show who it was. Still nothing to say? Okay, who could it be? Who could change frighten so? One of the... Why does your, like, cool observatory have devil horns? What the hell? That is unnecessary. One of the obvious things, I guess, would be Idris. It could just be Idris. There is a part of me that still thinks back to the Voda house. Lavinia and Valentin. We still don't really have, like, a full answer of... I have had the theory that it was the Bureau that actually paid off the raiders for the for Magmal Island. We don't have a full absolute confirmation of that. So for the most part, it is just that we know someone wanted to go after Valentina. I even said something, maybe it is Lavinia, and she seems to don't like change, but she also doesn't stop us. She just says we are not supposed to do that. So I don't think it's going to be any one of those people. I actually think Idris is the only one that really makes sense, right? Especially with how Zenon put it, if like putting the resurgence, like not overcoming it but sweeping it under the rug. So sealing it away is not really fully dealing with it. Well, let's see what boss awaits us here.
No choice now but to fight back.
Oh. That's anticlimactic. Oh, can we? No, it kind of just locks on to whatever direction you have. That ability, if we can hit like an enemy full force, it seems to actually do some complete damage. But okay, the arena is too small for this thing. Whoosh. No, like legitimately. Oh yeah, we can hit its head. I didn't dodge. I dodged too early because that hits you on the roundabout. I'm surprised that that did not hit me, and then we have to do this again. And then the enemy just gets into a corner again. And ow. I'm just gonna shoot more stuff at them because that seems to at least somewhat work. Charge! Okay. Some kind of stagger. And now we get to Hound. Yeah, it does some damage, not much. Can I get away with it now? Yes. But you... Ugh! It's not just a half.
This is just his fate.
Excuse me? Excuse me!
Cannot have you dying here.
Oh god, we're gonna... Frick you, game. Okay, that's a...
Apologies.
Can I kind of, like, express my shock over the fact that this thing even exists in... Oh my god, it has a black hole. I'm going to assume that that is the black hole ability, because it was drawing me in. And then was exploding after. Goodness gracious. Okay, the absolute just fucked visual design of this thing's head being far too big for its own good. The absurdity of this thing just like jumping at you, and that is a hitbox. Not even like really doing something that feels like it's an attack, but like it just jumps at you. This arena sucks. I have been stuck on... Oh god, fuck me. I have been stuck on things in this arena for so... This is still too slow. God dang it. Okay, I don't even get stuck on the arena, I get stuck on this thing. Ah! Oh, we're dead.
Like this.
Cease. You must fight on.
What was that for an attack? Goodness gracious, stick tits. What the hell are you? Oh, and you can just do more attacks during that. Yes. How did that first one hit me? Yeah, okay, this is fucked. Okay, you can get out of it. Can we not do this stupid thing? Oh my god, I just missed 2 attacks. One because I was too close. One, no, not close enough, I mean. One, because I just... Ah! Jeez.
This looks to be an authorization card. In fact, it looks to be one specially issued by Zenon himself. He granted them only to those he deemed worthy. The exceptionally gifted, his closest confidants upon this island. I'm certain it will prove valuable in due time, and not necessarily our present one alone.
I have an idea what that opens. That probably opens the jellyfish doors and ID card to granted by Zenon to those he deems worthy. That is all the info we have. Okay. Okay, visual design on that enemy, abhorrent, which I guess is good, because it definitely is a lasting design. That head was like, no. Actual combat, that stun is the same absurd bullshit that is the Wandering Spectre's, like, stun gaze. It is just... the fact that it applies a status effect somewhat fast, on range, on a long range also, kind of, in some kind of a cone shape, so you can't even just, like, super easily get out of. You have to actually roll, like, twice or so. But it then also does so much damage that it can nearly kill you. That is an absolute just fucked combo. Why is that a second enemy that has that? That is not good design. That jump also, I gotta be honest, that jump feels like an instant hitbox. The weird jump it did 3 times in a row after the phase transition. It didn't do it again, so I don't really know, but that felt like it was just an instant hitbox. The moment it moves, it hits you. That was not pleasant. Please don't make me refight this thing. And if I'm gonna just... we're gonna go in with some kind of just nuke build and try to nuke it from orbit. I don't know. That was not...
It is open now.
Ah, we finally reached the cocoon.
Incredible. It's so calm. I've never seen pathos so stable.
Few were equal to the task of understanding Zenon, and even fewer still of matching him. He was a man of unique conviction and of great resolve. Most of all, he truly believed in the potential of his kith and kin. In that lone regard, even I must admit respect for him. You must now journey to the Insula Carcere of the past. But be wary of him. Zenon is an incredible man, and was known to be very persuasive. He may try to convince you to see things his way. Only remember this. Zenon belongs to a bygone era. Our duty is to the present one. No matter how compelling his arguments or how clever his rhetoric, I implore you to stay true to your mission. It is with pleasure that I shall await your return here. Good luck, and be careful.
I will rise to the occasion.
Why are you standing there?
It is with pleasure that I shall await your return here. Good luck, and be careful.
I wanted to say... I kinda wanna go back and do the jellyfish doors, but... we're gonna have to go back anyway, right? We're going to have to go back anyway, because we have to go to the ceiling tower in the middle at the end. So... water's gonna do this. If that is actually somehow something that I missed, then that is what it is. That is what second playthroughs are for.
Here we are. Insula Carcere in the past. Zenon's cell should be located just over there. Let's go.
Oh, there's people. Hello, prison guards. I am just a new person here that definitely doesn't belong here and definitely shouldn't be here and therefore definitely should be shot on sight.
Take a hike, pal. You're not getting me in trouble.
Or you just don't give a damn. That also, I guess, works.
Zenon sent for you? Then keep your distance from me.
They are just accepting that. I mean, we are already in, I guess.
According to Zenon's personal taste, this area features the stylings of the Far East. The taste eludes me, but it seems this sort of thing is appreciated by many.
Well, yeah, that was kind of... I mean, it's an obvious thing to look at, but like, you're telling me the prisoner asked for this, and you decided to give the prisoner what he wanted, a whole garden outside of the cell, because the prisoner wanted... Why the actual... What kind of prison is this? I see item on map. Uncanny stone. We're not gonna go back there yet. We're just gonna go and open this, but like, what do you mean? The prisoner just... Why would you do this? I guess so that the prisoner is happy and content and doesn't break out, I guess, but like, he's not in the garden, he's in the metal confinement box next to the garden. There's no window here.
A revenant hunter, are you? State your business. Goodness, look at the time. I'm off duty now. As far as I'm concerned, there was no one here.
Oh. Not so much a prisoner, are you?
Welcome to my Zen chamber. I would hardly call it spacious, but it is blissfully free of noise, perfect for letting one's thoughts percolate. Shh! Perk up those cochleas. That's the rhythm of hope!
Come, brethren, stand up and follow together for a better tomorrow. In a world covered by darkness, joy slipping away. Feast on a vein and let Ichor reign. Paint a new dawn on the day. Pledge your life and let your soul fly. Raise your voice and unleash a war cry. Don't let your heart be tarnished until it's lifeless as a grave. Pick it up, make it shine as a gilded blade. Let's walk through the fire, yes, and transcend our limited lives, yes. The fear and pain we face endlessly, in the flames we share it all. Let's reach glory together.
Looks like you're still not convinced. Do not fear. Join me and the world will forever change. Yes, a golden morrow is just beyond the horizon.
Dance, brethren! Stand up and follow together for a better tomorrow. In a world covered by darkness, joy slipping away. Feast on a vein and let Ichor reign. Paint a new dawn on the day. Pledge your life and let your soul fly. Raise your voice and unleash a war cry. And when the golden sun rises, we'll know that our day has come. Tomorrow is written today.
What the actual flying fuck was that? Okay. First and foremost, yes, that is very much Jadwiga. Secondly, there also seem to be statues on her on the freaking minion head that I didn't see before, or maybe it was because of resurgence weirdness. Maybe the future ones are a bit less clear in what they're supposed to be. But also, that dude has a literal potential, like, it looks close to her. Maybe he literally has a whole coat dedicated to her on her back. What the fuck is this? Okay, he's also not a prisoner if he can just make this happen. Like, this was so unserious, but also just like, God, what is this? And what is the why does it have rainbow neon lights? Why is this whole thing like? Why does he have a weird mask that like blinks when he blinks? It has like motion. It's like, what the fuck is this? I nearly burst out laughing during that. Game, what the fuck is this? Hello, Jadwiga. Dragon. Its smile is unnerving. But you look like Jadwiga. But you are not. Stares off into space. No response. That is a very interesting sculpture of gold you, for some reason, decided to put on this definitely beautiful thing's head. Yeah. The artistic vision definitely is something. I'm not sure I agree with that something. And you're just a normal person here, and you're okay?
You must be the new test subject. May your rebirth be an occasion to rejoice.
Ah! That is... Is that,
Welcome to Zenon Griffgoat's private quarters. Would you care for some tea?
Yes, of course. I want to take some tea, because I guess we're gonna get tested on or something. What the actual freaking... This is an experience. Sure.
Behold! Isn't she beautiful? Modeled after my late wife, Sabine, she is the latest addition to my Dragom line. A worthy tribute to her beauty. Surely it inspires you to wax eloquent about her majesty, yes? Please, join me in my exultation!
I don't know what to say to that this is apparently modeled after your wife. And you decided to make a golden sculpture of it, mostly showcasing and focusing on her cleavage, and put that on your weird-looking armor. Yeah, sure, she's very pretty.
You speak without pretense, the sign of an independent thinker. People often
didn't have a
say
choice.
you're unique, don't they? Now then, I don't believe we've met before, and I do love a mystery. Here, show me your Zenon pass. Ooh, well. Yes, this is a genuine article personally issued by me. Possessing it is proof of our friendship.
Huh.
Furthermore, it signifies your strength, and I can always use strength. I shall see to it that you're granted free access to most of these grounds. How, you ask? It's quite simple, really. A bit of charm and a soupçon of tact. All the guards have become good chums of mine. In light of our friendship, broad though my definition may be, they're only too happy to grant me certain, much appreciated favors. One can never have too many friends, can one? Now, shall we discuss the mutual perks of our new covenant? I guarantee you'll relish the benefits.
Oh.
No, this must be... Quickly! Get down!
What?
Oh, good. You've come too. This time felt most dire. It all happened so suddenly. But if I'm not mistaken, the shockwave we felt was the rupture of progenitor Idris's seal. The resurgence will soon be unleashed upon this world. The wrath of the upheaval. It is almost upon us.
Simply perfection. An exquisite blend, if I do say so myself.
What?
Oh, don't mind me. Please, feel free to continue your conversation.
How are you here?
How did...
A shared mental construct, yes? This is most fascinating.
How did you get in here? It shouldn't be possible.
What's that you said? Shouldn't be possible? I'm afraid the endless abyss of possibility eludes you, my dear. Well, 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 well! Are you, perchance?
You know who I am?
Ah, pardon the interruption. Really, you mustn't mind me. Now, I'm most keen to get more closely acquainted with you both. We were discussing the details of our partnership, if you recall. Well, I happen to own several labs on the frontier. They're experiencing complications on account of the shockwave. It's really quite inconvenient. Couldn't have come at a worse time and all that. Agree to get them functioning again, and I shall gladly lend my hand in securing that which you both seek. What say you?
All right. Agreed. We will help you.
A wise decision! We can discuss the details outside. For now, I bid you adieu.
He is definitely a character.
I must admit, it's shocking coming face to face with a hero in here, let alone Zenon. It remains to be seen how much we can trust him. But we're lucky he agreed to work with us so quickly.
Did he
At any
agree to
rate,
work with us, or did
let's
we
see what
agree
he
to
wants
work
us
with
to
him?
do.
Well,
We haven't much time. Let's get straight to the point. I have 3 laboratories, one each in the Sunken City, Undead Forest, and Corroded Scar. They are quite critical to me. My surrogates are normally tasked with their operation, you see, but the recent shockwave has caused them to malfunction. It's become quite a pain in the derriere. Left alone for too long, my reams upon reams upon reams of scientific findings may well be lost. And that, my dear new friend, is precisely where you come in. Don't worry about the technicalities of scientific work yourself. I'll simply warp to your coordinates once you're there. Then we can retrieve my malfunctioning surrogates. Did you follow all that? Yes? Good. Delightful! Then off you go now. Quick, quick. Time waits for no one.
I am still very much confused by a lot of... What the hell? Why is you kind of living like a king in this prison? He also then probably made the weapons because his weird things may not be good at handling anything more capable, right? The weapons that are supposed to be usable by anyone, right? And we found the weapons next to his lab, so that is probably also how Noah will now have some more story for us. Are you still just not doing something? Cheek twitches. For a brief moment she matches your gaze. Dull furrows her brow. What the fuck is Jadwiga if you are also just kind of modeled after someone else? What is going on in this?
Quickly make your way to my 3 labs! You'll find one each in the Sunken City, Undead Forest, and Corroded Scar. There are other matters I must attend to first, but I will teleport to you when you arrive on site. Good luck.
Also that. He just can do that. He can just leave his prison by teleporting. Also, the weird shockwave that came from the moon, it looked like a resurgence a little bit, right? The resurgence that we have seen, especially in like the memory from Josie, it also was like a big light wave. So that is also just kind of really questionable. So now, I have one question. Okay, we're supposed to go there. Can we just teleport over? I kind of want to maybe take a look if we find something in here now, but then I kind of also don't. Actually, that part might be very interesting, and maybe we can open that door. Yeah? Oh, goddammit, that is not teleportable. Okay, there's just stuff that doesn't open. Can't just willy-nilly walk through this entire area. Okay. It also seems very much very empty. Okay. So then I have to ask the question. There's some more things to find outside, I think. And there's actually items in there. God dang it. But plundering this entire place is not that interesting. What is more interesting is we can fast travel. We can just teleport in this time. And then we can just go to the lab. Also, he said surrogates. That's also something that I think is something worth pointing out. Because that kind of means he made clones of himself or something. At least that's kind of my assumption. That is what that potentially means. That would be very weak. Why is the door open now? Why is the door open without us having to even open it? Things only exist when they need to exist. We don't even need to open the door. I'm not happy with that.
Excellent work! I knew you could be trusted. My surrogate should be located in the lab's core. Oh, one thing to keep in mind. A system's malfunction will trigger their self-defense mode. Perhaps a misstep on my part. All intruders will be shot on sight, no questions asked. That includes us, so be ready for a combat fracas most ferocious! Of course, I'm here to help if you'll kindly open up and lend me your back, yes? Oh, my word, how homely. Take care not to let my superior mind chisel years off your life. Now, on!
We have his blood code. What does he do? Oh, what does he do? Strength, dex, and vitality. No overburden, attack and defense up in sunny weather. What? Does it mean like the actual weather? Is that why this game has a weather cycle? Is that why we can rest to different times of day? So that we can... I have questions. Even though I haven't really said something about it, but like I always wondered, like, why does it even have that? This feels like a wasted mechanic. Is this the reason why this exists? That is... what the fuck? Strength dexterity margin 8, Ichor cost reduced when LP is depleted, and no condition distributes burden among strength, dex, mind, willpower, and vitality fortitude. Interesting. So this is the blood code that makes you maybe never be overburdened, because you kind of just split it. That's interesting. Yeah, sure.
I have new data.
What do you do as a partner? Successful perfect guards deflect and disrupt enemy parries are easier. Oh. Intriguing. Oh, we don't have anything. I kind of want to just see you fight, because you are dressed so ceremonially that I'm like, I can't even fathom you using a weapon. So I kind of just want to see what you do.
Ow.
That was too early. Wow. Oh, he has a giant freaking axe. And he just summons like an exploding sun. Okay, okay. Sure, yeah. That's a researcher. Sure. I mean, if we can have an ability that summons a black hole, why not an exploding sun? Or supernova? That makes just as much sense. I'm not going to question that. That is completely fine. That is, yes, fine and functional. Sure. Bap, before that was ass. Why did you do that to me? Didn't like that. Does this game have illusory walls? It doesn't look like it. Also, this is your laboratory, and so far it looks just like a sewer. Kind of. Maybe he has bought it and repurposed it or something. Who knows? The normal enemies are starting to have some serious HP. Did he do a drain attack? What is he using? Fire! Oh yeah, right, these are the... couldn't get out of it. Right. These are the super weak succubi. We can go down 2 directions. Ooh. Probably leads to the same place, if I had to guess. Oh, not you. And he just slowly walks towards us and it's just like, nah, I don't have to do anything. Also was slowed down in the water. That's great. Uncanny stone. I mean, a researcher this grand and amazing, of course, knows the importance of uncanny stones. Of course, we can find those in your laboratory. I would have not expected anything less from you. I honestly don't know if I like this character yet, because, like, he does not fit. This is too much color and just too ridiculous to be in any way, shape, or form something that fits into this game. But then also he's just kind of funny so far. So like, I don't know. He doesn't treat us weirdly yet. He kind of just assumed that we were strong, and then was like, you can do something for me. That's it. That's the extent of things that happened. There's nothing else that instantly make him think that we are something super special. So far we're just like a research assistant. I cannot see much more. Okay. Okay, can we get out of the tunnel? Oh my god. Hi. Okay, the water is terrible. The water is an actual just... It slows you down so much. And you do not stagger even from a single hit. Ooh, we mastered an A blood code. All of my farming, testing and mastering blood codes off screen. I could never do that. The fact that we can now means that these enemies are high level enough. So I'm going to maybe just master every blood code that I can now off screen just to have options. And go back to Big Lady Lavinia and get all the extra rewards if I can. Maybe. I say maybe and then I'm like, maybe I'll only do half of it. Maybe I don't do it and I do it next time. Maybe we can stop for tea. I don't know. Oh, boss fight already. Well, buffs galore into the fray. It is a clone of him. And he just summons lava, because that is what a researcher does. That actually makes at least some sense to me. What the hell was that attack? Okay, sword waves, I guess. Okay. Okay, we can just stagger him, I guess.
Away with you! Too slow!
Okay. What are your attacks? I'm legitimately having a problem seeing some of them. Ah, fire hurts. As you may expect it to. Can we get out of the fucking corner? Come here! No, he just spews lava into the room. Yes. Oh my god, is that slow. Why does this dude, who literally spews like lava everywhere, does not do as much damage with that than the freaking fire enemies that have just fire on their weapons and make like fire AoEs happen? Why is that normal enemy more powerful in that regard than this dude? What sense does that make? Okay, that was some good actual damage. And we can't do it again because we got knocked out of it. Oh. Goodness gracious, dude. How dare you! Ow. I took a sunball to the face. Okay, the next one we're doing solo, maybe.
That's the first lab secured, as is my work. Splendid job! Even I could only have done a modicum better. With the help of my surrogates, I'm able to run multiple experiments in parallel. The bulk of my efforts, however, are dedicated to researching the resurgence. I've tasked my surrogates with guarding my findings, hence the stringent security. Idris' seal has begun to deteriorate. Thus, we can't lose my work. Onwards! You must make your way to my next lab.
Yeah, sure. Hey, whatever you say, buddy. I am so confused at this guy, but sure. Why do I return to the dungeon entrance? We need to teleport. We need to teleport. This is still not solved. Unless... At this point, I am really questioning, like, this is something that is so early. How the fuck... And it is just this tower. Why is this so... No, still not open. I kind of just thought that it might be open because... It's something... Like, I don't know. How do we get there? There are only two options. Somehow the bridge gets repaired, which so far just seems to be an absolute never gonna happen kind of thing. Or... we somehow learn to fly and glide across. But it is this goddamn late in the game, and I'm like, can you maybe motorcycle jump over there or something? Like, there has to be something that I'm missing. It is such an early part of the game that happens, right? That's my problem. It is so early on, and it's just like, yep. Cat machine. Don't worry about me. We don't have beef with one another, do we? I'm just here for this laboratory, okay? Okay? Okay. And down we go.
There it is, the second lab. Let's reconnoiter and retrieve. Promptly now. With the seal weakening, every second is precious. I hate to trouble you, truly I do. Can we go faster? Idris tried to buy time, but we need a permanent solution. Some way to quell the resurgence for good. Ah, you look intrigued. There's a spark of curiosity in your eye that's just ever so adorable. But first, we have my surrogates to collect. You know the drill. Forward march, comrade!
He has a point, though, doesn't he? Like, the seal is literally not going to be complete and whatnot, and we literally have the problem that the heroes in the cocoons are just awakening again. So, are you actually? Well, I said something before that there is apparently a cover shooter. We had a moment of... I thought you were done. You were not. That's a big succubus. Great, we can just get back up. Oh, that is the second time that a companion has scared me, and I was like, oh my god, what are you doing? Why are you here? Yeesh. Thank you, map. Ooh, stone.
Have you forgotten something?
No, I'm just making sure that we don't have to fight all of them at once. Because I don't necessarily want to fight all of... Oh, you also have like a jet engine hammer. But that's not the normal weapon you use. Is that one of those special ones we get that are like the offensive for me? No. I was thinking maybe we can just get you without, but no luck. Maybe? Charge! Well, at least we do damage. Hello! A thing is still shooting at us. Me no like that much. They are going to go no boom. No boom. Oh. Pfft. I thought this was an actual staircase. It is not. Okay, we now have to actually play the cover shooter with the cat machine. Are you? Please don't shoot me down while I go up. Game, are you high? So we're going? Can we? We can now go up. Okay. Sure. Zenon, do the thing you are best at. Be marvelous. So we're poking out, and then it thinks shooting us. Okay, cool. Then we run a bit to the next thing. And the thing starts shooting us again. Then we run and run and run and run and do not ever stop because we can't. Charge! That worked pretty well. Don't do fire. Open, 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 open. That was too early. Wait, what? That is... Oh, have you turned around? What was that? It didn't open to this side. It opened to the... It seemed to open to the back. Breath of Thunder. We get more weapon transforming materials. Not a bad thing. Thank you for not shooting at us while we were running around. This is a nightmare room. I'm just gonna be completely honest. If anyone ever like wants to do like speedruns or like maybe challenge runs of this game, this is a nightmare room. This is gonna be a fun experience. I retract the statement and re-emphasize it. Not the room. The entire dungeon. Oh, we have somebody why? There is an actual, like, hole there. Okay, it works. Running. Do not shoot me. At least not at the face. Dump. Ah! I can't go anywhere. Oh, right. Mechanical succubus, very, very weak. I was nearly running because I thought, oh, you are doing your AoE. And not actually anything that will be difficult. But you were doing eye lasers. The very, 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 very... This is death also. Oh, that is great. The first room they're like, yes. Water's gonna be nice to you. If you fall, you fall. But this one is like, if you fall, you die. I am so much more squeezy because of that now. I'm like legitimately like, oh god, why is it like this? There's no reason to run that way. Okay. Wow. You not doing your absolute super mega endless combo has completely and utterly made me not realize what you actually were doing. Okay. Please give me a safe spot after this now. I do not want to have to go through this ever again. This is not a fun room. Okay, there's a missile right after. Everything is fine.
I shall be at your side momentarily.
You are so overdramatic. Oh, we're already... well, sure.
Must I always be so adorable? Let's see you handle this!
What the hell was that? Oh, hitboxes.
No escape. See if you can dodge this.
Oh, oh my god. Is it? Yeah, it's gonna do more. Can we hit him while he does that? Okay, we can absolutely just hit him. He's not like having some kind of super armor or anything. He's just... oh, that's cool. It goes, if you jump, it tries to hit you in the air. That second attack is so goddamn fast. Ow. I don't know, this is like the best. I mean, it probably is not. Hey, we staggered him out of it. Oh, he is screaming. That is not very obvious when you are knocked into a freaking... Okay, the fact that so many of these things have like lingering hitboxes like that is just not fun. This attack is... oh my... okay. Add this attack to the ranged bullshit pile. God dang it. We're done. Maybe.
That's 2 secured. Color me impressed. I'll deign to call upon you more in the future. As a token of my confidence, it's time I filled you in on my findings to date concerning the resurgence phenomenon. Notebooks and pencils out, please, because first, a lesson on Revenant history is in order. As you know, Revenants are blessed with prodigious lifespans. We can live hundreds or even thousands of years with an ease that belies our age. Nevertheless, a choice group, known as the nigh-immortal progenitors, left their indelible mark upon history. I know it's splitting fine hairs by human standards, but surely you can grasp life everlasting trumps a few millennia? Naturally, this begs the question. Just what exactly separates progenitors from modern-day revenants? My findings pointed to a single historical juncture when revenants inexplicably became mortal. Even the oldest revenants began dying off after a few millennia. Technically, dying isn't the right way to put it. A restriction was imposed on their lifespan. Alas, that delightful cliffhanger is all we have time for now. But remember this. Eventually, all revenants came to be born with a predetermined lifespan. And this was no act of nature.
We don't have time for this, but let me jab with an extra projection and summoning one of the weird golem waifus he has. Like, what do you mean we don't have time? But also, yeah, revenants are, again, created through science initially, so it makes sense that and we were supposed to be soldiers. Revenants were supposed to be super soldiers. So it makes sense that there might be some kind of way to rein them in to make sure that they are not, like, running amok on their own and doing whatever the hell they want. I also find it funny because we have this one to go to, and this was number 3, so we definitely were supposed to go here last, so yeah. I think it was clear already thanks to upgrade materials and stuff, but yeah, the forest definitely is like the higher level area that you're supposed to go, like, as the third thing. First the city, then the scar, and lastly the forest, but we did it in a different way. I have a question that I wanna ask first. Well, that does not open, but this one did. And then we have down there an entire thing to go, and there is a door that doesn't open. This one is open, and there is a merchant.
Welcome. Anything you want?
Well, new stuff. Okay, we have that on a weapon. Extra damage proportional to bleed build-up. Juggernaut also we have on a weapon. Increases balance and resistance, but lowers dodge effectiveness. Yep, I think we had that. Supernatural Blood. Enables you to consume HP instead of Ichor to cast Form A. We have that on a Blood Code, so you get all of the abilities on the passives of Blood Codes on an actual thing. I still don't know if I like this. Full Auto also I think we have on a weapon. And more stuff. And we'll buy all the upgrade materials as well. And... oh no, this is max stamina. I was gonna say, like, wait, isn't this the same? No, it is stamina recovery. Sure. Do we have something else? I think this is new. This is from the mechanical succubi. Tech power up at low HP. Okay. Well, I just wanted to take a look in here. This is also not open. But we have stuff down here. And shiny... Grand Lightstone. Okay, another one of those. Well, you know the drill. If I find something. I just want to go into this place before we finish Zenon quest for one reason, and one reason only. I don't know what will happen once we finish that, because it feels weird, right? All the other heroes, they had something special that we had to do to come back to them. But for Zenon, he wants to end the resurgence. And I don't know, I'm not entirely sure about that. Okay, we're just at the outside again. So that didn't actually get us anywhere. But like, he wants to find a way to actually like fully, absolutely end the resurgence. And that sounds cool and all, but that's kind of also... isn't that like our actual main goal? I'm just gonna run around this place, because I want to like figure out how to go to the other side of those doors. Maybe we can go back in from here, or I'm just gonna teleport to Zenon's cocoon and then go backwards through the fortress, through the prison. But like, he also seems to know more. And that's kind of the question where I'm at. Are we actually going to just... won't open. Huh, but it also doesn't open from the other side, and isn't this like the same thing? I think it is. That's peculiar. That's why? Well, I said it before, I guess we yeah, no. We can. I was gonna say like, oh, can we only go to the bond? Actually, it doesn't matter because you can just fast travel to the bond. You don't have to actually go back in time. But no, what I wanted to say was the fact that he is talking about a permanent way to stop the resurgence, which I personally think I mean, at least it feels like that should be like the final thing in the game, right? The authentication failed. That is a different thing than doesn't open. Also, opening the front door says authentication successful. So maybe we have to do some other thing first. Maybe this is the extra for him. There's nothing in here. What the hell? But no, it feels weird, and I'm not entirely sure how things are gonna go, because if we just, like, go through this like normal, we do a thing for him now, we help him get his things back, then he will sacrifice himself in the cocoon, which also, instead of all the other cocoons, Lou said that his Paphos is, like, super stable. There's no problem with it, and so... Another thing that kind of just is a bit weird, right? Like, all the others definitely had their problems. Okay, this seemed like there's literally nothing going on. I just wanted to figure this out, but it really seems to be just empty. But if it is so stable, then that kind of makes me think about, like, why were the others not stable? Because they all, like, had some emotional things going on with them, right? They all were not necessarily in the right mindset, but even after we did all the good things for them, they still became a monster that we had to fight. Ooh, at least we have items to collect. And that kind of makes me just think, like, maybe there's something different with Zenon. He also is the special one that's on this island. Lavinia knew about it and just didn't tell us initially, but then made us go in there. So I'm just thinking about why is he maybe a bit different. And so I wanted to check this just to see, but it doesn't seem to be anything. Okay. Well, not enough stuff. Onwards to the final, or secondary, laboratory. Doop. I also just want to change weapons. Because I have the second weapon, I pretty much have mostly just used the big one. Let's use small sword.
This is it! The final lab! You've done well traversing so much of the frontier. I've been observing you very closely. You've convinced me your potential will be crucial in times to come. Now, let us conclude this final step. Once the deed is done, I have something important to give you. We've just begun!
Welp.
Perhaps you'd like to hear one of my lectures while we rest.
Actually, no. Because so far you haven't really explained too much most efficiently. Okay, we're doing more of this. Not sure I like that. Really not sure I like that. I want to drop down. There's a lot of drop down. I was like, oh, this is gonna be like one way down, because that's what it looks like from this angle, but no. No, it is not. We have to go down. Well, that answers all questions. Okay, dropping down like that reminds me of the giant hole in the first game. For those who remember. Yeah, it is a different weapon, so maybe that is the weapon form we get from him. Or at least they're just ranged enemies, and nothing that, like, hallelujah, has a high chance to boot you off the cliffs. Oh. It is just a blue item. It is just a blue item. It is probably meaningless. It is probably a consumable that you don't use anyway. Do not make stupid decisions because of blue items. They are not worth it. Yeah. I wish I had someone that would do this for me and I could just teleport to them. You know?
Be careful!
Did you just say be careful while he was falling off or like jumping off and had to teleport back? That's... Come on, you can do it. Okay, he could. Was maybe a bit overkill. Ooh, that worked out so much better than expected. Okay, the big guys are not that problematic. Okay, I don't like you anymore. Your laboratories make me do platforming. I
shall be at your side momentarily.
Okay. Oh. Well, that works, actually. Or not. God dang it. Reminds me I still haven't really used a shotgun or grenade launcher. Again, I think I tested a grenade launcher, but like I haven't really like used it. I haven't really like made a build with it or used it in an episode. What are you doing, Zenon? You're also stabbing the ground. Ooh, great. It's green. We already know what green means. Okay, but thankfully the game is so nice that we just get a missile and we get an elevator. I don't know why you would need the elevator once you have the missile. Can I just... No, let me out! Let me out!
Let me take this opportunity to organize my papers.
How can you organize papers in an elevator? Okay, onwards.
Must I always be so...
Okay. Actually, elemental resistance. Oh. Was that the entire arena? If yes, how the flip are you supposed to dodge that? Okay, he just turned around. Or he just swings around.
There it is! It's you that I want! That's the lightning! Zenon! Might makes right!
God dang it, that's a delayed. Oh my god. Okay. Me no like you. I kinda just wanna stab you. Because then we can maybe get some cool... Well, I want to say critical attacks, but then again, like, all these... They kind of are. They work like crits in other games.
Whoops, there's too much
Oops, not enough icor. Oh my god, I thought... That was so delayed. I thought he was doing that one. Oh, now you didn't do the initial, like... The other times he charges, he, like, instantly does, like, one of those round swoops, doesn't he?
How can this be? All of my research material is now accounted for. 1,000 thanks, my friend. Now, I believe we ended our last lesson on the Resurgence prematurely. Let us rectify that. You recall how I said a Revenant's lifespan is predetermined? But why? To what end were they mortalized? Well, I struck upon a revelation! As the Revenant population grows, the bloodborne powers of each individual are incrementally stimulated! The more our numbers grow, the more each individual's powers swell. But each vessel can only house so much energy in reserve. Soon the power corrupts our flesh, eventually bursting forth into the world! That is the Resurgence's true nature. A cataclysm triggered by a population overload. An end for our time.
I suspect that the progenitors discovered this truth ages ago. Naturally, they were forced to devise a countermeasure of some kind. Thus, they artificially limited our lifespans. To avert the resurgence, they constrained our revenant population growth by force. Give me your Zenon pass. I've updated its credentials. You now possess the highest level of clearance. Well, highest next to me, I suppose. Strangely enough, I issued a pass of the same number to one of the servants that was in my chamber. How odd that you should share the same exact one as they. I can't have issued the same code twice, nor could it be a forgery. And there's no way for you, our perennial outsider, to have stolen it. Do you ken? Ergo, 2 copies of the same pass do indeed exist, albeit with one infinitesimal difference. That being yours shows nearly a century's worth of wear and tear. I'm certain now, more certain than ever before, that your shared potential will be positively integral to my vision for the future.
He's not dumb.
Now, hold out your hand. Ha! Whoop! Whoop! Ha!
What the actual...
Whew! Fancy that. I've outdone myself. Take this. You've certainly earned it. If you find yourself in need, simply call. My powers are at your disposal. Now, if you'll excuse me, science calls! The research you helped me recover is all out of sorts and needs to be recompiled from scratch. Never fear. I'll forge your potential into hope. Put your best foot forward and don't give in to despair. Farewell!
Zenon Griffgoat. What a tempestuous character. At any rate, we should discuss our next steps. Please find me at a missile.
He's a character indeed. Well, I already went back to the island and walk around, but all of the doors were closed pretty much. I guess now they're not. We could maybe do something there. But I also want to think about the fact that, okay, so the resurgence is from the original revenants being literally undying. So they artificially restricted it. But the resurgence still happened. So it wasn't enough. They discovered it too late. So that also brings me to the question, like, what are we going to do with the ceiling tower? Because we will go to the ceiling tower. You cannot tell me that we're not going to go to the ceiling tower. What's the actual goal with that? What's the plan? And also, if we help Zenon again, probably, will we have like an actual moment of, I don't know, like, will we actually change things?
We finally fulfilled Zenon's request. And though it was rather taxing, it was good work. Now then, take a look at this. It seems there's more to this upgraded pass of his than improved access credentials. This is the key. At least, I believe it is. This pass is imbued with enough pathos to break through his present-day cocoon. It may be time to finish this quest. We should now be able to release the hero Zenon. We can finally end this. Though, I've been thinking about his theory. About revenant overpopulation being the cause of the resurgence. If he's right, we will always live in fear. As long as revenants still live, we will never be rid of the resurgence. My apologies. This is no time for us to be second-guessing ourselves. The world's fate hangs in the balance. We need to be decisive. We can't afford to delay longer. In any case, we should head back to the present. We must report our findings to Lady Lavinia.
But shouldn't we, because the world hangs in balance, make sure to think this through? I want to look around on the island. There is a merchant there that I found. Maybe I edit it in right now. I don't know. Otherwise, there's not really much to show. But now we have doors to open. Oh yeah, I remember this door in the future. We couldn't open it. But we can open it now. So maybe we can also open it in the future. Or perhaps it is now already open in the future. Oh, that goes down. Well, down we go. Down, down, down. No looking back. Crimson Stone 9. Oh, good. Amazing. More upgrade material. That is what we needed. Okay. So, you can use a buff on one weapon and then switch to the other. Great, wonderful. Whoosh. And that does quite a lot of damage actually, yep. So does this. Can we get another one off? Stab. Good enough. What do you guard to your enemy? What is this? Argent Wolf Warhammer. It seems pretty standard. Yep. Very standard. But I think I already talked about it, that the Argent Wolf weapons all seem very standard, but probably they have just higher base numbers or something, maybe. I haven't done like full comparison with upgrade levels. But it just seems solid, basic options. Which doesn't make them like maybe super interesting, but it definitely makes them functional. Oh, hello. Now we're also like, the monkeys are clinging to the walls. This is how we get to the other side. Glowing haze 15. Okay, more haze. Well, hello there.
Sometimes horrors wander into the area. Be extra careful if you go outside. I'd rather not have to clean up your corpse.
Have a bit more trust in us. We're not that bad. Also, what do you mean? There's one dude on a basketball field. Now that I say that, it makes actual sense. You know what? Yes, this is probably the enemy that will have... or not an enemy at all.
Master Zenon made this basketball court for me. If only he'd made me some friends to play with, too.
That's an interesting little lore tidbit. Why would he do that? Like, just out of the kindness of his heart? He seems like he really wants to mostly, like, do his research and stuff. Like, I don't know, this feels a bit... won't open. It feels a bit weird. Then again, Zenon in general is weird. Won't open. More people. Well, one people.
We're all prisoners, but we at the bottom are treated completely different from the upper level inmates. The ones at the top are promised some level of freedom in exchange for being Zenon's test subjects. As for the rest, just look at us.
Huh.
Hey, can you spare a little blood? The food in this place gives me the shakes. Stop.
So, if the people are experimented on, and that's completely fine, then are the people running this prison maybe even, like, encouraging Zenon's experiments because they want him to find a solution to the resurgence?
A Zenon pass? And you're a Revenant hunter. Now I've seen everything. Just don't get in the way.
Insula Carcere is only a prison on the surface. In reality, it's a giant testing ground controlled by Zenon. He's at least maintaining order, but nobody can oppose Zenon. Sometimes I'm not sure why I'm even here.
Yeah, that is seemingly what this is. Which begs the question, how the hell did he get that authority? Maybe, like, is it just because he, like, did stuff for other people? Built them a basketball court and other things? That people just were like, yep, sure, you're in charge now. Like, I don't know, there has to be more to it, right? I guess this doesn't has to be, but it would just make more sense if there were. Giant door that is open. And there are enemies, at least one slime. Gonna take a detour outside for one moment though. Spotless musical instrument. A new gift. And another giant door that we also can open for the same room. I think. Cat machine. I'll be with you shortly. More gifts. Even though, what the hell would Curious Novelty even be? Like, decorative piece with an avant-garde design. So it's an art piece. Okay, we can also go in there. No, that's the dude who was like, don't go outside. Maybe he meant this outside. But now, do not shoot, do not shoot. Why are you doing that? Thank you for opening up. That's very graciously of you. Wow. Goliath component from a form of slime. Slime. Let me read. All functioning parts follow standard specialization, allowing for easy replacement in the event of failure. Okay, it's from a Goliath, which is just bigger version of Cat Machine. Cool, wonderful, amazing, fantastical, absolutely great. Why are we collecting that? That feels like a quest that I haven't, you know, like, feels like a quest that I don't actually have yet. But I'm already doing it. Which is very bizarre when you think about how some other things in this game work. Like, Zenon's laboratories were there the entire time, but they only opened when you needed them. So, like, this feels weird. Solomonal halberd. That feels like a very weird word. That seems to be the one that Zenon uses. Dusk Edge and Forma Prowess. Temporarily increase magic Forma speed for you and your partner. Okay. We already know what Dusk Edge is. It scales with willpower. So, Magical Hammer. If someone wants to use that. I don't know, I probably don't want to. I kind of want to go back to some of the status builds at some point. I definitely want to do at least one part where I do dual blades again, because that is the weapon class that I really have not used at all, really. So, yeah. That is a door. And there's a dude.
This block houses the most terrible felons. I can't let you through. These are the sort that might still manage to pull something off even with their hearts ripped out and bound with multiple formae.
Okay. Oh. Actually doesn't open.
Since you have a Zenon pass, what you do here is none of our concern. You're free to take any supplies or do anything you wish. You're on your own, though. Even if you trip security or are attacked by horrors, no one will come to help.
What kind of regulations is... How does this place even operate as a prison? This was something where we couldn't go. Aha! Open sesame. And reveal to us... Upgrade materials, I guess. There has to be a bit more... Oh, there is definitely more upgrade material. But like I'm not saying no to this. I love picking up upgrade materials because it means I can test more weapons and stuff, but like, that's it? Disappointment. And you?
You need something? Nothing but worthless criminals in here.
Well, that was not really a talk. Okay.
What sort of research do we do? You're better off not asking. We've no shortage of specimens, I can say that much.
Well, if you say it like that, I don't have to ask. It doesn't open. It probably is very clear. Also, we've seen stuff already, so it's not like it's a secret anymore. Okay. And we're back to the Chinese-themed area. So... this is it? You still creep me out.
Thanks to your efforts, I have recovered all of my research data. I will discover a means to combat the resurgence. Of that there is no question. Likewise, it falls on you as well to fulfill your duty. May this day be the first of a brighter future!
It doesn't feel satisfactory. Because now we go back, and then it's like... well, he probably hasn't fully done it yet. We're just back here. Head to the cocoon. Well, I mean, that is how we do all of them, right? We do the cocoon and then we do other things, so probably fine. Do you have something to say?
Welcome back. And well done retrieving the key to Zenon's seal.
Lady Lavinia, if you please, there is something I wish to ask you. When we were in the past, when we spoke to Zenon, he felt Progenitor Idris's seal was a temporary measure, so he was working on his own solution. If that's so, if he believed so strongly in a better solution, why did he give his life to perform the seal? When we made contact with Zenon's pathos, we saw someone immobilize him with a forma. Maybe he was sacrificed against his will? Who would do that? And moreover, there was something else. We learned from Zenon that revenants are indirectly responsible for the resurgence.
I feared this would happen when I sent you to him. You've learned too much. Lu, you must listen to me. There are some aspects of the upheaval you needn't know about.
What?
I am truly sorry. Believe me when I say it is for your own well-being. The same goes for the resurgence. I admit, Zenon's claims can't be readily dismissed. But whether Zenon is right or wrong, whether you know all the details or not, we must face facts. Eliminating the heroes is the only hope our world has. Finish your preparations and do what must be done.
I had a moment at the start where I was like, maybe you are not the greatest. I am now thinking, lady, why are you like this? Maybe this is more of a, like, this is what needs to be done, there is no other way kind of thing, and she's not evil, she just, you know, really just thinks that there is only one solution.
Finish your preparations and do what must be done.
Because it is her, because she is such a central character story-wise, kind of, because she sent us on this whole journey, I kind of don't want to do this, just in case that there is potentially something, but then again, it was the same for all the others, right? And it's not like we have any other quests. I just wanted to go for here for shits and giggles, actually, but... okay, game. We're gonna talk to Noah. Noah! Is this about figuring out where the weapons came from?
The bulk of the chorus's strength came from the...
Yeah.
Who could that... You got a minute? I need to ask a favor of you. I want to go investigate Insula Carcere. Can you tag along? I caught wind of a rumor that the engraved weapons may have been secretly forged there. If it's true, all the pieces begin to fall into place. There's no rush. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Well, we shall do that.
Thanks for tagging along. Come on.
Where do we need to go for that? Oh! How do we go back there? It is literally right around the corner. If the game lets me just run through here. Maybe, potentially. Okay, maybe the game doesn't really let me. Ah! I am potentially regretting my decision. Just potentially, not fully. Just it's a maybe. It's a not really full regret. It's more like a could be bad, but we don't know that yet, right? We don't know how bad this could be. It's not like anything bad is happening. Right. Kabunga.
Don't let it break your focus.
Oh my god, so much of my health is dying to poison. And it's still, even in all that mess, didn't do anything. Like, poison venom, as it is called in this game, feels kinda just a little weak. Minor inconvenience, maybe. Okay, what did we learn from that? If you want to run through, have an actual plan, and don't just run for shits and giggles. We already bought everything, as usual.
Bingo. I had a feeling we'd find it here. Let's check it out. If my hunch is right.
I may not want to. What is this place?
It is our duty as revenants to watch over and guide humans. But the salvation of humanity will require more than a small, privileged group brandishing power.
Franz was the name of the first, well, quote-unquote first boss we fought. Was a comrade of Noah's?
After the tragedy at the Academy, I became a spy for Voda House. I forged a secret pact with Zenon Griffgoat to mass-produce weapons of my own design. To save more humans, it was imperative that even our weakest revenants be capable of defeating horrors.
Okay, that's an answer to that, kind of.
But when my ties with Zenon were exposed, I was branded a criminal and forced to do Voda House's bidding. My final mission is an assault on Magmel Island as a warning to Valentin, whose dangerous research must be prevented. I leave these weapons to the future, in the hope that they will one day save more human lives.
Okay, my initial thing of maybe Lavinia had something to do with going against Valentin and stuff. Maybe I'm not so wrong in that. But again, Again, I don't think she's evil. I just think she might be more of a control freak.
In the end, it was your question that led to the breakthrough. Back in our academy days, France asked me something once. Asked if I'd considered the feelings of those dependent on others for protection. I became a revenant to ensure my family's safety. I thought I had. But over and over they'd tell me. They said how they hated putting that danger all on me. Of course I didn't mind. In fact, I was happy, just knowing they cared for me. But in hindsight, they probably felt helpless. All they could do was wait. France wanted to empower people who had the will to fend for themselves. Unfortunately, he lacked the means to do so. This weapon, this is the product of that desire. I owe you one, France. Another one. You showed me a perspective my hubris made me blind to. I won't let your dream go to waste. That's a promise, old friend. An oath. Now then, let's get going. There's still people in need, and it's on us to keep them out of harm's way. To be the shield they need.
Breath of the Brave. Reduces burden at the cost of attack power. That's a very interesting idea. Why we don't have anything else to do. So it is time for the cocoon. And it kind of only feels right when we do it with Lou. I don't trust this whole thing, and we definitely will come back, right? We will have an ability to come back. You, lady, will have to accept what we do. But I guess we're first having to do this. Ah, bright.
Aha! So we meet again. Splendiferous! Of all the myriad possibilities I considered, none were as exhilarating.
Zenon, where are we?
It has been a long time indeed, O heiress to Idris's mighty power. I used that mental construct of yours as inspiration to erect my own, a foe like this. I also transferred a portion of my consciousness into that Zenon pass, thus turning it into a key that would transport you here. But alas, the construct won't last long. We must conclude our business quickly. Let us do what must be done.
What just...
All will become clear when the time is duly ripe. For now, my time, at least, appears to have run out.
What about the upheaval? How did things go wrong?
My dear, there's no need to rush. Simply do what must be done, and see it through to the very end. Now, there's no time to be complacent! Weapons at the ready! Prepare for the hour of reckoning! The state... Come forth! For it is Zenon Griffgoat you face!
Why is he a minotaur? That was delayed. So was this, but that did not hit me for reasons. Sure. And that is not delayed at all. To make sure that there's no way you can learn any of the attacks. Oh god, do you have HP? Okay, I didn't. I waited too long now.
Let's pull ourselves together.
Oh. Okay, that attack is a bit fast. Is it not?
Yeah.
Maybe we can stagger him. Maybe? Didn't really seem like it.
They're coming for you. Look out!
Okay, I didn't think that I was up again already.
This time we'll win.
That is another one of those attacks that's just like, it's like instant. You just have to know that it happens, or this. And that's the same issue again. It's like, oh, he has a super mega fast shield attack. But then he also has like a perfectly delayed shield attack that will absolutely just demolish you if you dodge expecting the super fast one, because that is always how that is. Okay, we actually get one. And I think I just bounced off his shield. Which is good to know, but that is number-wise something, but... Oh, he just summons a giant freaking ball of death. And it's like an arena-wide AoE. Okay, good to know. That was a bit too early. Okay, that's kind of instant if you don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, we have to... How do you get through that? Can you just get through that? His shockwave just hit the entire room. Okay. Okay, if you are behind him and stuff, it also does not do anything to you. I kind of hoped that would not hit. Which I guess is the first failure. Never just... Oh, why can he teleport? Ah! He is a galaxy of moving stars. What do we do? Well, not stand there, I guess, because that's a giant super mega explosion. But like, legit question, what do we do?
Let's pull ourselves together. Sorry for taking so long.
Okay, that does not do damage. This is not the magic. That was too early. That was also a tiny bit too early. There's the black hole. Okay, I didn't even dodge that one. That one I have no excuse. That one I was just stupid. No, I thought it was like... I thought it would just send out a normal shockwave. That was too early. And... There's so many attacks, and for every single one you just have to like instantly know perfectly what you're supposed to do. Otherwise it's okay, we got him kind of. Somewhat, maybe. Another absolutely not deserved victory if this works out, right? Let's just be completely honest here, but a victory is a victory. Oh, I thought that was because like his stomp did damage. Okay, what do we do here? Because like apparently there is a... Can we just go... No. So they're just... Lou, I wanted to figure out what you're supposed to do there. Thank you.
In what you've done.
No, I will not.
finish this.
We know what we must do. There must be no other choice.
If revenants continue to proliferate unchecked, their blood will trigger a mass mutation of all matter. If this world is to have a future, revenants must submit to nature's course. Indeed, Sabine hasn't long left to live herself. Yet I...
Sibyl was his wife that he used as a model to craft the Jadwiga look-alike.
Sabine, the world never looked quite as beautiful to me after you left. Many today will do anything for more time, even if it means cheating the ordinance. What compelled their ceaseless thirst for more life? In unison, they reply, a life ended prematurely is one bereft of meaning.
Their greed blinds them to the ruin they cause. The egotists fancy their lives are worth more than yours, my Dragum! But no more! This must end, my dearest Sabine. I promise you, I shall upend this world built upon their lies! All will know that your life was a thing of beauty. And never again will anyone say otherwise!
Zenon.
Farewell, Zenon Griffgoat. Heretic that you were worthy of respect. Your sacrifice has bought this world a century of life. We won't let this time go to waste. I can promise you that much. You two have done superbly in dispatching the hero Zenon. The magnitude of your feat cannot be overstated. You have nearly saved the world.
Lady Lavinia, I'm sorry. I'm not sure this was the right thing to do.
Only time will tell. For now, we must forge ahead and hope the results will bear us out. We grow ever closer to achieving our goal. First, let's return to Magmel. There is much to learn. The last hero is, well, I must tell you of him.
It's up to us to make good on the path we've taken. For Zenon's sake, as much as anyone else. Let's head to Magmel and hear what Lady Lavinia has to say.
No extra bond appearing. Also, a fifth hero? Was that ever mentioned? Maybe at the beginning and I just forgot. But like, yeah, Lavinia, I don't know. She feels weird. But again, I don't think it's maliciously. I don't think she's actually trying to be evil. I think she may believe in a certain world order that she tries to uphold slash achieve, and everything else is just subject to that order. And she's not gonna really... I don't think she's someone that you can, like, just reason with. Okay, let's read this new blood code. Mind and vitality, also some strength. Strength, dexterity, and mind burden up, but also have a margin of 4. Ica cost reduced when a P is depleted, and former effect duration extended. Not the worst. The effect duration definitely is something. Well, I guess we don't really have something to do here. Now it's really just go back to Magmal. Feels weird.
We are on the cusp of success, of an unprecedented victory. It is time, then, to discuss the final hero. Valentin Voda. Formerly the forsworn heir of Voda House, and my biological son.
I had a feeling.
Now he lies dormant, buried deep within the very heart of Luna Rapaces. The time has come to undertake this voyage, to gird our hearts, and vanquish him. I have already prepared everything we need to complete our mission. When you're ready, truly ready, to face what lies ahead, come speak to me. I will ready a portal to transport you.
Valentin's the final hero, and we have to slay him. I'm afraid we're in for a fierce battle. We'd best be fully prepared.
Okay, fully prepared. If you're really ready, this feels like the final stretch. This is the end. This might be the do everything you want to do. You have to do beforehand. First and foremost, I want to see if we can buy something. We can. Warhammer of the Fool. Initiate a chain of attacks starting from a heavy downward swing during the first strike. Pressing left trigger plus X triggers a 2-hit combo, then pressing left trigger plus X, Y, or B leads to a unique finisher move. Finisher changes depending on which additional button is pressed. Yes, thank you for the thing that I just read. What?
We're done here.
Okay, that was just pressing X, so now triangle is step forward. And then we have... Does that have like an extra, or is this just what it is? We don't have thingies. The issue I see is just, when do you have the time to do okay, the problem is, like, if you don't, like, instantly now, like... Like, you have to press that very, very soonish. But yeah, when you have the time to get that off, like a full combo, I guess you have the time when an enemy is, like, exhausted. Well, we do similar damage to what we just seen with just our special drain attack, so... Is that worth it? Okay, fine. This is not upgraded. I guess that's open for potential stuff. That it's not upgraded. Okay, so we're headed to the final thingamajig, and now it's really nothing else to do. Is there really nothing to do with Zenon? That feels... Again, he's a bit extra, right? Well, yes, he very much is extra, but like he's legitimately on this island. And not like the others, so I guess there isn't really something we can change. I mean, I went through all of the stuff again. We didn't go through all of... Okay. There are potentially some things we can now open in this time, in the present, now that we have the past. So there is a reason potentially to go back through this entire area. Which I will do. I just don't think that that is necessarily interesting to watch. So, I guess this will be it for today. And I will go on a little, like, running around trying to figure out what's going on, and then then that will be the start of next time, and then this thing. Whatever happens here, we will do that after that. Or maybe I don't have anything, and maybe I don't find anything in the fortress. So, yeah, let's do that.